This is Rob Marshall. If you couldn't tell, he likes Big Macs. He also dabbles in aerodynamics. And while yes, he has a shocking resemblance to Jabba the Hutt, he's actually the chief designer at McLaren, who has been cooking. For example, do you see this Lance Stroll penis-sized flap on the corner of the McLaren rear wing? Well, this little gap was a small technology called Mini DRS, pioneered by, you guessed it, Mini DRS daddy himself. How is this important? Thanks for asking. So at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in 2024, we saw Oscar Piastri throw his cock up the inside of Charles Leclerc to take the lead of the race. Then for the rest of the race, even with DRS, Charles Leclerc couldn't get back past Piastri. McLaren were cooking. So the second these flexible man on the grid just behind Zak Brown made a flap big enough for McLaren to coast their way to the Constructors' Championship and give Red Bull a panic attack. So after Red Bull completely shit themselves and threw away the Constructors, they did what they do best and complained like whiny bitches to the FIA. If you're not familiar with people complaining to the FIA, it's what Christian Horner made his whole career out of.
For a fellow competitor to be accusing you of cheating is shocking.
You hypocrite. So in 2022, Red Bull were accused of breaking the cost cap and they said it was for catering. And to be fair, McLaren did also break the cost cap on catering. They were just able to hide it because Zak Brown ate it all himself. Back into 2024, and McLaren's car is basically the Red Bull from 2023 after doing 15 lines of cocaine. As you can imagine, Lando Norris got a bit cocky. In fact, he got so cocky that he invaded Poland, Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, France, Yugoslavia, and Greece. Oh, wait, no, that was Hitler. But you get the point.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
Norris got so cocky that he started saying Max Verstappen's catchphrase, the little shit.
Simply lovely, huh?
And Max took that so personally, and Verstappen fucks him up his little arse to win the 2024 Drivers' Championship by 63 points. Flash forward to 2025, when Mini DRS and rear flexi wings have been banned, and McLaren's car is still as fast as the US government scrambling to cover up the fact that Jeffrey Epstein definitely didn't kill himself. Why have I mentioned that 2 videos in a row? I don't know. Anyway, but then, in some sort of FIA document under Article 3.15.5, the FIA announced a bunch of technical bullshit that was going to come into effect on June 1st. And basically it said, McLaren, you cheating bastards, your front wing can't flex either. Word for word. So then the time arrived and we got to the Spanish Grand Prix, where the rules came into play and we got dramatic moments. Max Verstappen took a page out of the Al-Qaeda playbook and sent George Russell into the third dimension.
But that's the rules.
Oh, contact!
An insane battle of Ferrari versus Sauber, engine failures, what else do you want? So did these new regulations actually do anything to stop the McLaren dominance? No. Not at all. Oscar Piastri secured pole position, the fastest lap, and his 5th race win in a 1-2 finish for McLaren. So it turns out Rob Marshall doesn't just eat Big Macs. Him and Andrea Stella also eat Zak Brown's ass over the winter break, and the McLaren dominance isn't going anywhere. This is the start of the McLaren Civil War. Things are about to get spicy. At the next race in Canada, on lap 66, Lando Norris is cruising up to the back of Piastri and slings his cock down the inside to take 4th place. Nice and clean. Then they go wheel to wheel down the next straight towards the Wall of Champions. Nice and clean. Then down the pit straight, Lando Norris gets a glance at the grass on the left-hand side and noticed it hadn't been cut in a while, and sends a stupid move down the inside of his teammate, ending his race.
He's into the grass and they have touched! The front wing has gone and Lando Norris is out of this race!
To put into perspective how big of a fuck-up this was, he did a minimum of probably about £100,000 in damage to that car. That's the same amount of money it cost Lizzo to have breakfast. So if you couldn't tell, Lando fucked it. And all he had to do was wait another lap and get a clean overtake, but instead he was still 22 points behind in the championship. At the next race in Austria, Norris stuck it on pole, and by the time they made it into the first corner, Piastri had already pegged Charles Leclerc in the first corner and was cruising his way up to the back of the bottle job. Then Antonelli decided to suicide bomb Verstappen, but weirdly, Verstappen wasn't crying about it.
Don't worry, look, I'm here to help you. Please don't get upset. Hey, don't worry. Listen. Fuck off. Get out!
Anyways, now we've got an epic battle for the lead on our hands, and this might be controversial, but it was actually pretty boring. Where is the aggression?
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset!
Stop being little pussies and start trying to kill each other. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But of course, Fatty McGee on the pitbull wasn't happy and got on the radio being fat pussies. So Lando Norris won the Austrian Grand Prix because current F1 cars just aren't built for racing. And in the following race at Silverstone, because Piastri tried to fucking kill Verstappen and got a drive-through penalty, Lando won again. So now, despite the 22 points gap Piastri had a few races ago, somehow bottlejob has gotten himself within 7 points of Piastri, and the championship battle is now more alive than ever, only halfway through the season. The Belgian Grand Prix is this weekend, and I'm hoping to see some dicks get twisted.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Honestly, if they don't hate each other by the end of the season, I'll be disappointed. When did F1 lose the fun of telling people to suck your balls?
Once again, most unsportive driver of the
Suck
grid.
my balls, mate.
Speaking of sucking balls, Ferrari have actually introduced some new upgrades on their rear suspension for the Belgian Grand Prix, and they might actually be cooking, so we'll see what happens. Thank you and goodbye.